Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been such a hot minute and I'm so sorry for that. Honestly, it's been such a crazy summer, and it's been a summer where I've been extremely inconsistent here on my YouTube channel, which has never really happened. And the reason for that is quite simple. There's just been so many changes in my life. A new job, and then we got our house, and then now we just got married last week. So it feels incredible to kind of go through all those amazing changes, but it took a damper on my YouTube channel and I'm so sorry for that. I'm trying to vlog more so you guys can see more of a behind the scenes into my life, so you guys can really get to know me a little bit more. But of course, you guys are always welcome to DM me, message me, always leave me comments down below. I love answering you guys and chatting with you guys, but I just wanted to give a quick update. But now I am back. I'm so ready to start filming. I have kind of like a new setup going. Holidays are around the corner and Halloween is around the corner, so let me know what you guys want to see down below. But without further ado, sorry for that large tangent if you were just here for the review, but today's video is a fun review and makeup tutorial on the new Rimmel London Crimson Edition palette. This is what the beautiful palette looks like right here. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm a huge Rimmel London fan. Honestly, I think it's one of my top favorite drugstore brands. They're just so reliable with their products these days. Like, such good stuff. So I'm using quite a few new products from them, some lip, blush, and then of course this palette here to create a really nice warm toned fall makeup look, and then also give you my thoughts and opinions on this bad boy. So if you want to see how I got this makeup look and my thoughts on this Crimson Edition palette, then just keep on watching. Alright, let's just jump right into the tutorial. We are using this bad boy right here. This is the new Rimmel London Crimson Edition eyeshadow palette. As you guys know, I am such a huge fan of the Rimmel London palettes. I have, I think, almost all of them. I'll link below any previous tutorials that I've done here and reviews that I've done here on the Rimmel collections, but I honestly am such a big fan. They're such a good pigmented, creamy, easy to blend shadows, and I always find that within each of their editions there's always a really great range of shade colors, but also mattes versus shimmers. The palette is so stunning, perfect for fall, so I thought it'd be really fun to do a review but also kind of a fall tutorial with it, and some of the blushes and lipsticks that are also in this really nice kind of fall collection. So just giving you guys a close-up shot here of the palette. It is so nice. It has such a nice range of colors. It has really pretty kind of crimson reds, but also some really great browns in there as well. And then of course some really fun playful shimmer shades that, you know, everyone loves to have in an eye look. I find it's the easiest way to build an eye look, honestly, but yeah, I'm really excited to start playing with these. So I'll insert a photo of the swatches because you guys know I cannot for the life of me swatch on camera. So I'll insert a photo, but let's just jump right in. Honestly, these shadows, I have not touched them yet, so this is a first impressions for this specific palette, but as you guys know, I'm quite familiar with Rimmel's overall shadows and consistency. So to start off, I'm just going to prime my eye. I've been using this guy for such a long time. This is the NYX eyeshadow base in Skin Tone. To start off, I'm going to go in with this nice Dusty Rose shade right here. So that was extremely pigmented, but in like a really good way. You guys see this pigmentation? It's crazy. Oh, I love this color. So this is off to a really good start. I'm so happy. Next I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, kind of taking a leap. This one right here and kind of just deepening it up. So I'm just adding that to the outer V and then bringing whatever's left up into the crease. And keep your blending brush that you originally had nearby so that you can kind of swap it out, blend the darker shade into that nice Dusty Rose shade so it's nice and seamless. That Dusty Rose shade is going to be essential to kind of just keep everything flowing. No harsh lines, all that good stuff. Ooh! I love it. So pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to deepen it up just a little bit further, not in the crease, but just on the outer V with the darkest shade here. It's a nice kind of warm brown. Ugh, I love me a good warm brown in the fall. So nice. I'm just taking it on a very, very small kind of tapered blending brush and just again starting it out here and just smudging it on the outer V of the eye. I'm taking it into the outer portion of the crease, but as you can see, I'm not dragging it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a blending brush and use that to blend it in. So it's really diffused. This is just gonna keep the eye look very, very soft. Oh man, I'm so impressed so far with these 3 shades. They're so easy to blend out, which is so nice because sometimes when mattes are too pigmented, they're impossible to blend out, especially the darker shades. So this is really nice because it's super easy to work with. All right, so now for the lid shade, I think I'm going to take this one here. I'm gonna take these 2 guys here. I'm going to first apply this one and then bring this nice champagne shade to kind of add a little bit more dimension. I am so sorry. My camera stopped recording as I was applying those shimmer shades. But basically, this shade here, just to give you a little chat on it, this one here applied really nicely, but I needed to go in quite a few times. Then I went in with my finger and it worked like magic. It was so, so good. I'll apply a little bit more just so you guys can kind of see. Maybe it'll intensify it a little bit. Yeah, it is. Ooh. And then I went in with that more kind of champagne-y. It's more of a rose champagne. So stunning. I took that and I put it on the inner corner and kind of blended it into the darker one. Ugh, the way they meet and blend together, it's so nice. So I'm really, really happy with that. But nonetheless, I am now done the top portion of my eyes. I'm going to jump off camera really quickly and finish up my foundation and brows and that kind of stuff, and then jump back on to finish the rest of the look with blush and lips and all that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the rest of my face somewhat on. I'm just gonna go in with some blush before I finish up the eyes. I think right here is such a cute blush. This one is the Maxi Blush from Rimmel. They just launched 4 shades here, and this one is a really nice kind of apricot-y peach, which I always gravitate towards because I just think they're so complimentary on my skin tone. This is called Sweet Cheeks, which is such a cute shade. So I think I'm gonna go in this, and then I might top it with a smidgen of this one. So this one's a little bit darker, but I really like the shade, and this one is called Wild Card. I'm not like a huge blush person, which is why I think I always gravitate towards these kinds of like really simple, kind of more natural shades. I'm actually going to skip on the darker Wild Card blush. I find that my blush is looking like really intense on camera. Not as intense in person, but on camera it's a little much, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the eyes. Basically what I'm gonna do is kind of mimic what we did in the crease on the upper lid and just kind of do that on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start with this shade here and just start pushing that on my lash line. I like using like really simple brushes like this for these kinds of things. They're just so easy and they get the job done. So, gonna add that. Now I sometimes find that when you add like kind of crimson reds to the lower lash line, it can make you look a little bit sick. So fear not if you're a little bit concerned at first, because we're gonna blend it out with a darker shade to kind of add some warmth and life to us again. Going in with the really nice warm toned brown shade, and we're gonna kind of blend out what we just did. I like taking brushes like this to blend out. I know it kind of seems a little bit scary at first. You're like, oh my god, that's gonna be so intense, but just a very little amount of powder on the brush, and then you can go in and really diffuse that red shade with the warm tone brown. If you're not wearing false lashes, then you can get away with not doing such an intense lower lash line, but I find like with lash extensions or if false lashes especially, you really need to kind of even out the intensity of the shadows on the bottom and the top. So that's why we're doing this. But if you don't have lashes on, you can probably get away with not doing anything on the lower lash line, and it'll still look really, really good. Just going to grab a little bit of mascara. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Push Up. I like this one. It's got a really nice wand to it. It's very thin. And just apply that on my lower lashes. Lastly, I'm going to be taking one of the lip shades from Rimmel. This is called It Girl here, and it is one of their Stay Satin liquid lip colors. These are brand new, and I am going to just pop that on. I really like this color. It looks just so natural and neutral. These smell amazing too, by the way. Whew! Alright, that concludes this makeup look for fall. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm honestly really digging this makeup palette. So just to conclude this video with a little bit of logistics on the palette, honestly, I'm really into this palette. The shades are just so beautiful for fall, the crimson reds and the warm tones. I'm really, really into them. And not only that, I've always had such a good experience with Rimmel eyeshadow palettes. Just the formula just really, really works. It's just creamy, pigmented, but also so easy to work with in the sense that it blends and actually applies to the eye with a breeze. You're not going to be sitting there fighting with these darker shades, trying to get them to blend into your crease. They really, really do help you do the work, which is really nice to see in an affordable eyeshadow palette. So this guide does go for $11.99 Canadian, and it will be available at all drugstores in October, so any second now, really. You're gonna start seeing these guys pop up at Walmart, Shoppers Drug Mart. Those are two of my favorite places to shop for my drugstore makeup. This palette here does have a lot of similar tones and vibes to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. It's not an exact dupe. There's definitely differences within the palettes and the shades, but it definitely has those same kind of vibes, color scheme wise. And it's really an affordable palette. So honestly, I recommend it. Hands down, I recommend all of the Rimmel palettes. They're such good quality. If you're looking for one that has a decent amount of shades in it that you can create multiple looks, I definitely recommend these guys. Another one of my favorite Rimmel palettes is the Spice Edition. So these two are definitely my top ones from Rimmel, the Spice and the Crimson. They're just so good. So I'll link below the review that I have on the Spice palette, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one on the Crimson palette. Thank you guys so much for watching. It feels so good to be back and filming again, so be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be coming at you with more regular videos, and I'm so excited. Thank you guys for sticking with me during this kind of transitional period of my life. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and of course, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.